Hello guys, today we are going to unboxing and talk about the BUZZmod Demon Slayer figure Sanemi, the Wind Hashira. And if yours is pre-ordered from Japan, it probably come with a little bonuses look like this. It's a little soft plastic card that is a little nice background stand, I think. Pretty nice. So the box design is same as the usual previous BUZZmod Demon Slayer figures. The big open window, you can see the figure itself, some accessory behind it, sword, some changeable face, which look really great, honestly. It's very detailed through the window. You can see inside, you can see Demon Slayer logo. And behind we can see different poses, and it looks really great through these photos. This side, of course, another Demon Slayer logo, above looking like this, and below looking like this. So let's unbox the box. So right out of the box, first impression is it looks really detailed. The painting looks really good, especially the head sculpt. You can see the scar on his face. They are really well printed on these figures. You can see the body also have the scar painting, and both arms also have those scars. Looks really great. And behind, of course, the uniform have the wordings. It's look really cleaned. It's very well sculpted figures. But right now, when I posted it around, moving it around, the joints feel very solid. It feels very smooth. It's a very solid figures, I would say. And speaking of hair, the hair sculpting looks really amazing. It's look well sculpted, very detailed, very good. I would say the sculpting for the BUZZmod Demon Slayer line has improved a lot compared to their early product. So these figures, like Sanemi, looks like coming out from the animation, and it looks really good. And speaking of the head sculpt, we also have 3 other different changeable face. We have an angry face right here, and we have a smiling face, and last we have an angry face right here. And personally, I love this face more because it suits a character more, and I love this smiling face too. It's kind of a little craziness of these characters, although I don't know if he's not crazy or not. He's just always angry in the animation. Not much plot or not much story about him right now. It's just him angry and beat the shit out of the demon and the main protagonist. So I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what his deal. And to swap the face, you just need to remove the face part and just plug in the face that you want. And this is very easy to swap. And speaking of BUZZmod, of course I have to talk about its soft good. So his jacket is made of fabric, and it have a wire in the edge of the line. Right here have a wire, so you can pose and adjust this jacket. So let's put these little jackets on the figures. So this is how it looks after wearing jacket, and it looks really great. You can see the jackets behind is looking like this. Very good. As for changeable hand, this time they come with a little accessory for holding all of the swappable hand. I think it's a really good little accessory for better storing. So it won't go everywhere. You can all put them into these little accessory things. I think this design is pretty good. So we have a fist hand, a sword holding hand, and an open palm hand, and original relaxed hand right here. And all the right hand have a little scar painting, including the default one right here. So this is a very detailed. I really love this little plastic. And speaking of Demon Slayer, of course we have to talk about the Sunblade. So for Wing Hashira, his sword, as you can see, the green, metallic green is really detailed on this BUZZmod sword, and it's really detailed. And of course you can see the wording printed on the sword, very detailed. And the handle looks really great too. You can see the painting on the handle. It's really detailed too. Of course, we come with the one with the sheet. And for the sheet one, it's also full of the scar. And as usual, this part can be opened, so you can have poses like he's drawing out the source from the sheet. And of course, you can install the sheet on the character belts areas like this. So you can install the sheet into this character belt. So it will be looking like this. And speaking of sword, this time also come with two little wooden sword. And up close you can see some wooden texture of it. And you can use this to pose some of the training poses with different characters. I think this is a really nice accessory, and it can be held by any other Demon Slayer characters. And this is, I think it's really nice. And this time it comes with a wind effect, special effect. This is really nice. And last two figures for Love Hashiras and the Myth Hashiras, they don't have the special effect. And this time, finally, they issue a special effect for the Wind Hashiras. And I really think this is a good thing. And it's really pointy. So be careful when you're assembling them. So after assembling the special effect, it will be looking like this, like the wind breathing style special effect. So I think it's really cool to pose some very awesome poses, and I really love when figure come with special effect. It make me feel it's finally worth it, something. And last but not least, we have the seating pack accessory and the iconic changing bending knees leg for these BUZZmod Demon Slayer figures. So you need to remove the leg, need to be little bit forceful, pull down the leg, and install this part in it. So after changing to the bending knee, it will be looking like this, sitting on the seating pack. For articulation, the head of course can turn left and right, and have a double joint knees design both in the neck and the head, so it can look down really low, and can look up like this. Of course, can turn a little bit left and right like this. And for the arm can raise up like this, and of course can turn forward and backward, no problems. And forward, up front, both hands can be like this. Elbow can bend like this, and have a swivel joints in these areas. Can move, and the wrist have a joint, can move up down like this. For the torso, you can crunch forward like this and backward like this. And can turn 360, no problem. And for the leg, can kick open like this. And kicking backward will be like this. Wide open around like this. And the knees can bend like this. As little swivel right here. And lastly, the ankle of course can move down and up. Of course, the toe joint, a little bit movement, a little bit up and down. And this is basically this Win Hashira figure's articulation. And this is the side comparison with other BUZZmod Demon Slayer figures. And this is compared with other BUZZmod Hashira figures. So here are my final thought on these Win Hashira Sanemi figures. I think BUZZmod once again done an amazing job on the Demon Slayer line. This figure is a really solid figure. It looked like the animation, well sculpted, well posed, very nice that have the special effect. But I also need to talk about some of the bad thing about these figures is the clothing is kind of too small. So when you pose with the clothes on, I kind of always have to struggle a little bit with the clothing. So you may need to be careful of that. Other than that, I don't find any issue or problem that particularly annoy me. So overall, this is a very good Sanemi figures. So if you love the Win Hashira, BUZZmod is your choice for these characters. So this is the end of my video. I hope you enjoy it. Please give a like or consider subscribe. I hope I can see you in my next video. Goodbye.